All right. Hey, I'm Dennis Anderson, driver and creator of Gravedigger for 27 years. We right here with this truck behind us, we drive this thing to the fullest and over the edge every weekend, and we drive it year round. And I'm going to tell you right now, some of the best fasteners on the truck comes from ARP. We have some of the best head studs in the business out there. Engine bolts, we have bolts for flywheels, torque converters. If there's anything that you can bolt to this truck, ARP has got a fastener for it. And we truly do love their hardcore bolt parts. These things keep this truck together, and I drive it in the ground every weekend. If you think I'm blind, you watch Monster Jam and you'll see this thing go down. But those bolts are riding right with me.
Very good. That's it?
Well, we got him. Let's do another
All right,
one.
we'll do something else.
What do you want him to do? What could be better?
Well, no, I mean, I'm thinking two different.
Richard building all your motors.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The engine builder bragging on the bolts and stuff like that, yeah.
Well, and a little bit about what you, in the show at PRI, you talked about the process y'all went through,
to get the
testing.
Right, okay.
Procedure. All right.
Do you want me to start out all over again by, hey, I'm Dennis Anderson? Okay.
Yeah.
You know, and here's what we like about our relationship and our sponsorship deal that we have with ARP. ARP works with us. When I say works with us, they work with the Gravedigger team, the Monster Jam fleet. We maintain 34 monster trucks and 47 blower motors through my shop. And when we do, we have one engine builder, and everybody knows him on the Monster Jam circuit, and that's Richard Midget. And I'm going to tell you right now, when Richard Midget's calling for your parts, he knows what's the best in the business. And what we love about ARP, we had a head problem, keeping the heads clamped down to the block. And you know, we've run an 871 supercharger. We're 10% over on the overdrive of it. We've got a 14-to-1 piston in it. We got a lot of heat in the motor. We've run water in the heads. The heads were a little flimsy, so the heads wanted to walk on us a little bit on the block. So we need to clamp those things down, needed some more clamping pressure. And in order to do that, they had to design us a special head stud that we put these heads down with. And I'm going to tell you right now, ARP stepped up to the plate. They worked with us. We may have failed and blew 2 or 3 sets of head gaskets, but we got it down and dirty now, and we're clamping these heads down tight. And Richard, he does nothing but, he loves and breathes supercharged blower motors, and every motor that he builds them with ARP racing bolts.
Here we are at the Monster Jam in Jacksonville, Florida, and as you see, there's monster trucks everywhere. Now all these motors, these things have got to be reliable, because we're not like an NHRA team where we're just busting them apart every run or every show. These things got to last 4 or 5 months at a time. So what we do is we equip them with the best parts we can, and part of them is ARP. We use them for our studs and all the pieces in the engine to hold them together, because we put them through a lot, we beat the heck out of them, we park them in the trailer, we fix the tires, we fix the tire rods, we fix all that other stuff, but we count on those parts to keep our motors maintained, and they do just that. So ARP, trust them, we use them all the time.
And who are you?
I'm Lindsay Wenk, driver of the Built for Tough Blue Thunder monster truck.
Very good. Well, we're here at Monster Jam Jacksonville 2009, and we're with Steve Sims, driver of Stone Crusher. Steve, I know Richard Midget puts together your motors, and I know Richard likes to use ARP. Why do y'all use ARP?
Nothing holds up. We have found nothing to hold up as good as the ARP product. We're very happy with it. That motor is running strong. Very excited to be running their product in our machine.
Super. That's all I need.
Cool. I want to probably drop out of easy.
Of course. It's always much easier to undo. Thank you very much. Who are you and why are you here?
I'm George Bellhan. I'm here with the Escalade monster truck. We're ready to put on a show for our great Monster Jam fans. And for me to do that, I need to rely on ARP head bolts. They keep this thing secured down with that 1,500 horsepower. I rely on them. Dennis Anderson and his entire Gravedigger fleet does, and you should too.
Okay.
All right.
And number 2?
All right. When you're ready. I'm George Bellhan, driver of the Escalade. All these other drivers, I hope they're relying on junk. I got ARP in my ride right here. That's what's gonna get me to the finish line first. They're jokers anyway. They could have what they want, but to keep this 1,500 horsepower bolted down, like I said, ARP head studs, they get the job done for me, Dennis Anderson, and his entire Gravedigger fleet.
Hey, I'm Randy Moore, driver of the War Wizard monster truck. I've been using ARP bolts and fasteners for over 15 years. Started in Pro Mod when we were running 215 mile an hour all the way to driving these 10,000 pound, 70 mile an hour monster trucks. I rely on their parts, and without them I couldn't be in the finish line first, and that's where we always want to be.
Very good.
Is that good?
Excellent. Here we are at Monster Jam 2009, and
I'm Lionel Easter with the Instigator Monster Truck.
Lionel, I know that Richard Midget builds your motors, and I know that y'all use ARP. Why do you use our stuff?
Because they hold up. We put motors through extreme tests. You know, us and Marine products, I think, are harder on motors than anybody else, and they hold up. That motor so far is going on 2 years. I haven't had a problem with any stud, anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very good.
I'm happy with ARP.
Good deal. That's all I need. Thank you very much.